It's your boy D Media back again with another one. Waiting on SkinnyfrmDa9 to tap in. Yo, what's up, bro?
What's good? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. You
What's good?
good? We ready? It's your
Yeah.
boy D's Media back again with another video. We got your boy SkinnyfrmDa9.
What's good, my boy?
All right, cool. We gonna jump right into it. You from Miami?
Nah, I was born in Florida. I was born in Miami, but I was raised in Jersey.
Okay, hold on one second. Um, yeah, and another thing that I seen on the interview was said that your mom's and your stepdad was part of like a scam, a big time scam ring. Can you speak on that if you can?
Yeah, when I was younger, my mom and my stepdad, they just did like a lot of scamming. Like they just fucked like a lot of people over and was just like just robbing a lot of people and shit. But this is all public information. They did their time, they paid for their consequences and shit like that. So but yeah, we was just moving around a lot. So I actually lived in like mad places. Like I lived damn near like all around the United States by the time I was like 12 years old.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
also seen on an interview that you said that you couldn't call your stepdad by his real name because they was really getting that busy out there.
It was really my mom. Like for a while, I wasn't allowed to call my. I mean, you don't usually call your parents their real name, anyways. But
Right.
my mom, I was never allowed to call her by her name. And actually, yeah, you're right. My stepdad too. I wasn't allowed to call him by his name. I had to call him dad because we never like they never. That's how they trained us. Like before going to school or being around new people, like don't call him by his name. Call him dad because they never wanted like no red flags or nothing like that or something just not being weird. Because they could have told somebody their name was something else, and then if I call him something else, that's just like what. So
Right.
it just made it easier, just mom and dad.
Right. Can you speak on, like as a kid, being around that type of environment, I know you have like like the best things, about, your parents being in that type of lifestyle. Can you speak on that?
Um, for the most part, like while the shit was going on, like we lived good. We just moved around a lot, so that sucked. I hated moving.
Right.
As far as like money wise, like we was financially good. It wasn't until my stepdad went to prison that my mom was now stuck with 7 kids. that's when shit got hard because all the money was gone, and my mom really couldn't provide or go do none of the dirt she used to do.
Right, 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 right.
So
Um,
that was hard. That was hard because my mom had to take care of 7 kids.
okay, okay, okay. Can you speak on pretty much, how did it end?
Well, shit, my stepdad got caught. He went to jail. He did like 7 years in like Las Vegas correction facility or whatever you want to call it. And my mom, she did whatever she had to do. And really, I ended up moving with my dad, my real dad. And
Okay,
that's really when I had like a normal life and I really started to take music more serious because I had a story to tell and shit like that.
okay, okay, okay. What age did you start rapping?
I mean, I always had a passion for music because just all the stuff I was dealing with, you feel me? But I probably didn't start like taking music serious until I moved with my dad. So that was probably like, I was probably 12 years old when I finally moved with my dad.
Okay.
And
Would you say you
my dad was living in Jersey, so that's why I really was raised out here.
okay, okay, okay. Would you say your dad in Jersey played a big influential part on you pretty much starting to rap?
Of course, because like that's where I finally was able to have some stability. So with stability, I was able to just like really tighten up and like this is what I want to do with my life. So
Right, 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 right. Um, so did you finish school?
yeah, I graduated high school.
That's what's up, man. For all the kids out there, man, finish school, man. Listen to your parents.
Yeah.
So like for people out there that want to know, if you don't mind, can you speak on like what your race is? Because some people may, think you white, but I heard on interviews that you Puerto Rican.
I'm not white. I don't know why people think that. My mom is Puerto Rican and Dominican, and my dad is Colombian. So
Okay, okay,
I'm
okay,
I'm from I'm Hispanic 100%.
okay, 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 okay. Um, in 2017, you released to me what I want to say one of your biggest hits, "Love Blast." Can you speak on that, man?
Yeah, that was the song that caught like blew me up. Like that was my song that got me signed and that got me noticed and got me on everybody's radar. And that song was really made from I had a girlfriend at the time and we had broke up. And when we broke up, I was really upset. So I really made a song about it, and I ended up making Love Blast. And from then on, like I just took off.
Right, 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 right. How long did it take you to make that song?
But I made that song in like I was singing the melody like probably like 2 days before I actually recorded it.
Right.
Like I was really like in the bathroom, like she said she loved me, but I know she don't. Like I was singing that shit in the bathroom for the longest. And then I was just like, all right, I'm about to go put this shit on the studio. Like we went to the studio and I recorded that shit like in 30 minutes.
Okay. How long did it take for that song to blow up and to catch people's ears?
I made the song and then I probably sat with it for like 2 weeks. Like I was just playing it. I was showing a few of my friends. I was showing people that I know. And everybody was like, yo, just put this shit out. I was like, you think so? Like I didn't really think it was ready to be put out. And
Right.
then my brother Josh, that's like my right hand. He was like, "Man, we about to put this shit out, bro. Like this shit gonna blow." And I put a snippet out of it on my Instagram, and that shit just took off. Like everybody was like, "Drop Love Blast, drop Love Blast." So when I dropped that shit, I actually dropped it around this time,
Right.
like this time of the year, 2017.
Right.
Like this like literally like around Thanksgiving.
Right.
And I dropped that shit, and that shit just went. Like that shit just went.
How long did it take for labels to reach out to you? And what was the first?
Labels was hitting me up within like 2 days.
Dang. What was
Yeah,
the
man.
first label that reached out to you? If you could speak on it.
It was Atlantic.
Atlantic.
Yeah, with Mike Karen.
Okay. 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 Um. So
You probably saw YoungBoy just talk about him the other day on his story. Like, him and YoungBoy, No Cap was beefing. He said something like, "Ask Mike Karen, blah blah blah." Like Mike Karen wanted to sign me.
Okay. 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 So did you know right then and there like it was real, like I can really make a living out of that, or was you already confident before the label started reaching out?
I was nah, like I always knew I was gonna blow up. Like I knew like when you put your mind and dedication, your heart, body, and soul into something like this much, like
Right.
like nigga, it's impossible for you not to blow. Like the universe or God or you want to call it rewards those who work hard to whatever they're pursuing. So I knew I was gonna blow. It's just
Right,
when that shit happened, I was like, oh yeah, like this is what I've been talking about.
right. So kids out there,
I manifested that shit.
right? So kids out there, y'all hear that, right? Skinny from the Nine said, man, he manifested that. He put it out there. He knew he was gonna make it. So what made you sign with L.A. Reid?
See, that part of my like that wasn't what I wanted to do. Like I was a fan of LA Reid. I know about everything he's done in the past. Like
Right,
he's a legend. But
right,
that personally was not I didn't have the exclusive right to like when Love Blast started catching a buzz and started catching a wave,
right,
I got tricked by like this manager dude to sign some papers and shit like that. And
right,
that was my fault. I didn't do what I was supposed to do because I trusted him. You feel me? I'm very easy trusting. I trust people way too easy. So I
right,
was like, man, we about to go. He said we about to go up. Like, just trust me. I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. Blah blah
right,
blah. Long story short, I ended up signing some shit that was basically like gave away my exclusive right onto who I wanted to sign to. So
right.
I really wanted to sign with Atlantic and Mike Karen, but
Okay,
it was not beneficial for the manager. Like it was a better situation for him if I got signed to LA Reid, but
okay.
it wasn't a better situation for me.
Do you think that it was more of the signing bonus that L.A.
Yeah, that's
Reid
what
was?
I mean. When I mean better situation, it was a signing bonus.
Right. Okay. Because yeah, I heard that your signing bonus was for $1 million.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and that you had got a $5 million deal, with $1 million signing bonus, man. I mean, so what was like your first thoughts running through your head, when you like, man, I got this $1 million because I never touched $1 million. What was your
I didn't get it. I didn't get it all at once, but it came in increments. But nigga, that shit was crazy. I remember I was with my dad, me and my dad, my family, my intermediate family. Like I really rock with my dad and my brother. So we
right?
were us three were just like we were happy. Feel me? Like we was just lost for words.
What was the first thing that you bought when you got your
Man, I bought jewelry. I fucking
yeah,
bought like cribs and shit like that, and I was just going crazy. But like I said, I didn't really see a lot of that money all at once. So a
right,
lot of that shit was already gone before I even got it.
right. So like, do you feel like that deal helped you out to where like you learned and you more experienced now when you do business?
That deal
Like,
stunning my nah man, that was like probably one of the worst decisions of my life. That deal, like it was cool, like I guess working with LA Reid, but like man, we're talking about my welfare and my future. Like
right,
that shit ain't equivalent to what it was supposed to. Like that
right.
shit stunning my growth. That shit held me back. And that shit fucked up a lot of shit. I ain't gonna say it was all his fault. Some of the shit definitely was my fault. But for what it was cracked out to be, like I was better off going somewhere else.
Do you feel like it was maybe the marketing and like maybe promotion that probably made that a bad situation? Because
It was the marketing, and it was who LA Reid was in the industry at that very moment. He was didn't really have a good name himself because he was
right,
going through some stuff. So it was that, it was the marketing, and it was the fact that it was a new structure. So they didn't have things set in place that Atlantic would have had already, you know?
right. Do you feel like LA Reid, allegations of, sexual misconduct, do you feel like that puts you in a lot of bad situations? Because that might have closed a lot of doors for you because of that on him.
I feel like when it came to like getting like certain support from like certain platforms or like stuff like that, like they wouldn't want to touch anything that LA Reid was a part of.
Right,
Like not me directly, because I don't, you know what I'm saying, but just
right.
anything that he was dealing with kind of was like caution yellow tape, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. And did you ever put out an album on Hitco?
I put out a mixtape and like they didn't support it. Nobody supported it. That
Oh,
was just that was off just my face and my fan base and whatever I did to push it.
okay. Is you currently still signed to LA Reid?
Nah, I had to pay a lot of money. I had to do a lot of like legal stuff, and I finally got out of my deal. Finally got out of my deal probably like a year ago. So that's why I'm like fresh putting music out now, and people are seeing my face again. You know,
Okay. Is that why people didn't hear from you because you had legal issues going on with your label?
had some legal issues. I had to clean up some relationships, and I didn't really like none of the music I was making. I just put out a song called "Demon." That's just fire. Like I don't know if you checked it out. They put a billboard up of me in New York City. They put a billboard up of
Okay.
me in New Jersey. I've been getting support from certain blogs and certain platforms, so I've just been pushing that. But yeah, I was going through a lot of like just legal shit.
Okay. Okay, man. Hey, man, stay strong, man. Cause I want to keep hearing your music, man. Stay strong,
Did you
man.
hear "Demon"?
No, not yet, man. Last night, man, I was listening to a bunch of your old shit, man. Just so you know, I can see what type of mindset that you was in. You know, back then. You know, I haven't heard any of your new shit.
Yeah, well, I just dropped "Demon." Go check that out.
I got you. I got you. I'm gonna definitely check that out. Um, Another question I want to ask you is are you currently signed to Soldier Boy?
Nah, that was more of a that was more of like he threw me
Co-sign?
a little threw me a little pass. You know, I've had a relationship with Soldier Boy since like 2018.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he saw a young brother and he just he gave me a little helping hand.
Okay, okay, okay. So you because everybody on the internet been talking about, you know, Soldier Boy gave you a meal to sign with SOD.
You know, we ain't gonna discuss what happened, but bro took care of me. Bro did what he was supposed to do.
Okay, okay,
Now
okay.
I'm fresh out here and I'm pushing my own shit and I'm doing what I gotta do.
Okay, okay. So you currently independent.
I'm independent.
Okay, 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 okay. Do you feel like you made more money independent than when you were signed?
Um, Definitely made more money signed, but you know, there's a lot of regulations and a lot of shit that goes on with that. This
Right,
is all me. This I collect all money myself. I'm all money in, so I this is me. This is all my
right.
shit. I don't gotta worry about nobody else.
Ownership is the key, man. I definitely feel you on that. Okay, man. We're gonna jump in a couple of the viral moments of your career. Can you speak on the time that you had got shot?
Yeah, I got shot. You know, rest in peace to all the rappers out there that lost their lives to gun violence and jewelry and shit like that. But you know, I was in Miami actually, and I was somewhere I shouldn't be, and I had a lot of jewelry on,
Right.
and you know, niggas is hungry, and niggas pulled up. They wanted my shit. I could have just gave it up, you know, but I didn't want to do that. I said, y'all niggas tripping. I'm not giving y'all shit, and niggas shot me.
Okay. Do you feel like it was like the mindset on like Jersey and like how hard you came up to us, like you not just giving up something that you paid that hard for, or was it just like a decision that you just wasn't thinking about?
I just wasn't going like that. Like I'm not going. You feel me? So like I'm just not like that's just not like a nigga gonna have to kill me. You feel me? And nigga shot me and took it. So
Okay, 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 okay. I feel you on that. Another viral moment is can you speak on, you know, what happened between you and um Almighty J? Because you know, allegedly, you know, they're trying to say, well, he said back
man,
in the past that you had snitched on him. Can you speak on that?
man, he's a bozo, bro. Ain't no paperwork. The blogs already clarified that. You go look it up. Complex reported on that shit. Nigga, I never snitched. Nigga didn't get in trouble. Nothing happened to him. You know, I just put an insurance claim because I lost my jewelry. So they got to do an investigation. You feel me?
Right,
And you feel me? He didn't get in trouble. Nothing happened to him. So that's cap.
right. Can you speak on, you know, what caused that relationship to go sour, if you can speak on it? Because you know, I seen
Just
it.
politics. Just politics. You feel me? Like
I feel you.
I was fucking with Shotti and the Treyway, and you know they had their own problems in Texas and shit like that, and you know just shit like that, just politics.
Okay, okay,
He did some sucker shit though. He ain't robbed me. He stole from me. Feel
okay,
me? When you rob somebody, you take something from them forcefully. When you steal something, you take it behind their back, like on some sneaky shit.
okay. Was you signed to Treyway and Shotty? Because the world thought you was.
Shotti was handling the management because I was in a bad management there. I told you that.
Okay,
So Shotti, I met Shotti, and Shotti took to like was trying to get me out of my management deal because
okay,
I got fucked over. But then you know they end up getting locked up and shit like that. So that
okay.
never ever got resolved.
Can you speak on your relationship with 6ix9ine?
You know I don't really know the guy that well. You know he did what he did. He snitched. You feel
Was
me?
you ever around him? when you know being
Yeah,
signed
yeah,
to Treyway?
yeah. I done been around him. We had talks and shit. We done chilled, but I'm too real of a dude. Like my relationship with 6ix9ine was not Skinny and 6ix9ine. You feel me? I met
Right.
6ix9ine because of Shotti. So
Okay.
off respect of that man, like I just can't. You feel me? Like that, I'll be a goofy if I did some shit like that.
When you know the times when you was around them, you know, did you ever feel like the sense of, you know, like people around was do boys for 6ix9ine, or did you ever feel like, you know, it was eventually gonna crumble? Because you know, if you was around it, you know, you was able to see like, man, I could see this is a sinking ship.
I mean, shit. I don't really know. I wasn't around. Like my relationship was always in the studio, so I
Right,
was never really around all that nonsense. So I can't.
right,
I never knew what was really going on like that.
okay, right. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Um, are you still in touch with Shotty?
We haven't talked in some years. I'm not gonna lie, but I got a lot of love for that man. I respect him, and yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Um, another thing too. Oh, I see one of the fans want to ask. He probably, or you might not answer. He said, "How much for future references? Because I rap. How much do it usually cost to get out of deals?"
Shit. Everybody's situation is different.
Right,
You gotta get a lawyer. That's gonna cost money right there. You gotta pay a lawyer, and then they gotta do their negotiations, whatever. You know
okay,
how it is. You know how the legal system is.
right. So you know, what our music, you know, you've been working on. What you've been working on lately?
Shit, I've been dabbling, dipping and dabbing in other other industries of like people that make money and shit like that. Like, I'm part owner of this car financing. It's called Zero Down New Jersey. You go check that out. We finance cars to anybody,
Okay,
bad credit, good credit, decent credit, financing cars. And I've been fucking with the social media aspect of things like that. I got a lot of relationships. Any artists that need help taking their shit to the next level, they can always come to me, you know.
okay. It's just a couple, you know, viral moments that I just want to ask you about. You know, you being a celebrity and stuff. You know, how do you feel about, you know, the takeoff situation? If you can speak on that.
That's just crazy, like from what I heard, Takeoff wasn't even the direct issue. Like he wasn't like the problem that happened that led to him being killed. It didn't even have nothing to do with him. Like
Right,
I heard he got hit by a stray, right?
right,
Like a stray bullet, like a bullet that was not intended for him. So that's just crazy right there. Like that's just crazy. Like that shit is sad. Rest in peace, him. And you just gotta, I don't know, there's not even like an answer for that. Like you just gotta be aware of your surroundings and like just be around people that you're more comfortable with. Like I don't not comfortable people that ain't so hot headed,
right,
you know?
right. Do you feel like, you know, you being a rapper? Do you feel like a lot of times, you know, when you guys are, you know, getting all that money, do you feel like sometimes y'all the ego or, you know, just the money get to y'all and you allow certain things to come into your life? Like for instance, if you making all that money, you may have people around you, you know, that you know may only be around you for certain type of things. How do you, you know, can you speak on that as far as being a rapper?
I mean, there's always gonna be people around you that are around you for certain, like that's life. Feel me? Bitches, friends, like everybody around you gonna want something. Feel me? It's your job to 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 pick out and weed out, well, who's good for what. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, if you're the rich one and everybody around you broke, like, come on, you better start employing motherfuckers around you. Everybody better get a job that benefits the brand, you know?
Do you feel like money changed people around you when, you know, when they heard like, oh, oh, skinny guy, $1 million? Do you feel like that changed a lot of people around you?
Yeah, money don't change you. Money give you a voice, But nigga, money changed people around you 100%, my nigga. Like 100%.
What's the most money somebody ever asked you for? Like just a family member or something. Like, yo, man, I got this business adventure. Let me get.
Man, niggas ask me for 500,000, 200,000, 300,000. Like shit. This just don't even make sense. Like
What's the most money you feel like that you ever gave to somebody, like just on the strength of the love?
shit, man. My father, and my brother. Feel me? We split my deal 3 ways.
Dang, your $1 million check?
Yeah.
Word, bro. That's love right there, bro. That
I split that shit 3 ways, nigga. My brother need to be straight. My father need to be straight. Cause these are the people I've been with. Like
right,
my intermediate family. It's my intermediate circle, nigga.
right. Yeah, I feel you on that, bro. That's love right there. Y'all heard that, man? Skinny from the now split his $1 million check, man, with his family, man. You ain't gonna hear too many people say that, man, at all. You ain't gonna hear
But
too.
they was also heavily involved in the business. You get what
Right,
I'm saying? So it made
right,
sense that way. My father and my brother were traveling with me everywhere I went.
right,
My brother was damn near my manager. My father was damn near my road manager. My father over here booking the flights. He over here like we're staying here. My father over here contacting the promoters, you know, keeping in touch with the label. And then my brother was interacting with me daily.
right. So, like, when do you feel like in music to where like you may have seen like to where like you had to step back a little bit in music? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. About the good 3, 4 years ago, man, you was one of the hottest artists out, man. You know, all the blogs and stuff was talking about whether it was good or bad, and I was like,
But that's because
damn,
I
what
made it.
happened to
That's
him?
the people don't realize because that's what I made it. I wanted to be talked about that much, so I did stuff on purpose that I know will get a reaction.
Right, right,
I had full control of the internet. I had full control of the net. Like I did shit on purpose.
right, right. Can you speak on you being arrested for kidnapping and all of that?
Yeah, so I mean, the details. I would assume some bitch ass nigga I was cool with did some hoe shit, broke into the crib, took some jewelry, took some clothes and shit like that. I got up with him. You feel me? And one thing led to another, and yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like being a rapper or something? Do you feel like a lot of times people may feel like, oh man, you ain't gonna do this because you don't want to get sued, or oh man, you ain't about that life no more because you a celebrity? Do you feel like people try you more when people feel like you got a lot to lose?
Yeah, that was my problem. That's why certain shit happened to me because I'm really not trying to go to jail for killing one of y'all niggas or beating the shit out of one of y'all niggas. That was really because I'm famous. I'm the famous one. So anything I do to you is gonna always come back to me.
Right,
You get what I'm saying? So yeah. But sometimes I said fuck it. I don't give a fuck what happens because niggas keep playing with me. But
right,
then that also goes back to you gotta have better judgment on who you let around you. Real,
right,
real
right,
shit. Better judgment. Just watch the people you have around you and shit.
right. Do you feel like you know certain legal issues you was going through and then watching Treyway go down that made you change up how you move?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm just more awoke. I'm more awake, and I see shit for what it is. I can see shit a mile away. Certain shit I just don't even like. I ain't even about to go fuck with them people. Like them people weird. Like I already know. I'm like, I'm immune to this shit.
Right. um Another thing too, do you feel like when you do you feel like it's hard to balance the music industry and trying to be real? Because a lot of times if you look at like now to where like the Rico cases, do you feel like when you make it you have to separate yourself? Because I know you coming from New Jersey,
If
I'm pretty
you
sure you had to separate yourself from a lot of people when you made it. Can you speak on that?
Nah, I didn't separate myself from people. That's why certain shit happened to me. You feel me?
Okay,
I didn't separate myself from people. But if
okay,
you want to have a successful career long term, yeah, you got to separate the street shit and the rap shit because it don't. You can't be a famous celebrity rich gangbanger.
Right.
Like it's just not gonna work. Like all those things don't go together.
Do
Like
you feel
you
do you
can't
feel
be a
like do you feel like the feds is targeting rappers? Like
fuck
if you
yeah.
look at like the young
The feds is definitely charging rappers after like the feds people see the feds ain't stupid, bro. Like the feds know that these rappers have influence over the youth and they're tired of this shit going on, this non-ending cycle of kids growing up killing people and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
right, right, right. You right
This
about
ain't dumb. They hear the music. They hear the music.
right, 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 right. Um another question too I see on here. Are you still affiliated with the Bloods, or did you know you don't really mess with that no more?
I was never blood. I was never blood. I just a lot of my people that I grew up with. You know, I chose rap. I didn't choose the streets. I chose rap.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Smart man, smart man, smart man. Um, I just gotta like about a couple more questions real quick. Another thing too. I want to ask you. Do you feel like being a rapper is a dangerous job now with social media, or do you feel like people bring that attention on themselves?
Nah, bro. That shit is a dangerous job, bro. You gotta watch out. You have so much, like, like you a normal person, right? Not
Right,
normal, but you not. What are your worries when you go outside? What do you have to watch out for?
right,
Like, you don't really got much to watch out for.
right.
You could go to the store, right, by yourself. You could go down the street to go get a coffee by yourself. You don't really got to worry about nothing, right?
Facts,
You don't got to carry no gun to make sure somebody might notice me and somebody might be on some bullshit.
facts.
You don't got see when you a famous rapper, that's the shit you got to worry about. If I'm going over here just to go down the street, a nigga might notice me. A nigga might think I'm lacking. Now I got to shoot them in the fucking face because they think I'm not prepared and they think they got one up on me and they want some clout or they want to try to get a come up.
Right,
So now you're not only playing with your life, you're playing with your freedom too.
right,
Because depending on what state you are, somebody try you and you still shoot them or kill them, you're still you still going to jail.
right.
So now you
It's your boy D back again with another one. I